Hi, good morning, friends. I hope you all are healthy, safe, fit, and fine. Friends, who doesn't like money? Who doesn't like to multiply his money? And in Urdu, there's a famous saying which says that पैसा खुदा तो नहीं है, लेकिन खुदा से कम भी तो नहीं है. We work hard, we make money, but sometimes it's always advisable that you invest in certain sectors where your money earns for the money and you multiply your money, and one of that sector is real estate. And for us as a doctor also, we would be very happy if the money which we invest, it multiplies. To give advice on investment in real estate, especially during corona time, I have on my talk show my close family friend Mr. Sandeep, who is an experienced investor here in UAE since 2012. Welcome to my show, Mr. Sandeep.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk on your show. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Mr. Sandeep and we had been having informal talks on investment, but I thought why not let our viewers also listen to his expert advice. Coming straight bang on to the question, Mr. Sandeep, we all are afraid that because of corona we feel that we may burn our fingers if we invest. What is your take? What is your opinion?
Sir, as far as corona is concerned, there is no correlation with the safety of investment in property.
Okay, so you still feel that if you have surplus money, it should, and this is the right time perhaps because prices are still low. Another question which straight away comes to our mind, especially we are staying here in Dubai and UAE, is how investment in real estate in UAE, specifically in Dubai, is different from rest of the world.
We are Indians mostly. Here in UAE also, there is a lot of population of Indians, Pakistanis, and all those Asian countries. One of the biggest work which UAE government has done, that UAE dirham has been pegged with dollar. So whenever you buy your property, it moves as per the dollar moves. Like for example, if you see the Indian rupee, it has come down to about 50% in last 10 to 12 years. So if any property, any money you are pumping in here, naturally it is doubling without doing anything, without talking to other things. So this is a very major difference which investment in Dubai or UAE, as a matter of fact, makes a difference in other factors. Other small differences, like here earlier it used to be a transfer charges as 2%, now the government has increased to 4%, but still in other countries the transfer charges are 6 to 8%, which is also high. That also makes a investment in Dubai is more attractive.
So as I understand, Mr. Sandeep, in 2012, if you remember, when most of our viewers also may be old timers, when we came at that time, Indian rupees was something around 10 to 12 rupees for a dirham. Now it is 19 to 20 dirhams. Of course, the escalation, the inflation factor is there, but still, if you don't get very good ROI, but still because of that unique pegging with the dollar, you, in the end, you don't lose much amount.
Yes.
As a first time buyer, many of us are afraid and skeptical that this is a foreign land, tomorrow anything can happen. So as long as we have a secured, safe job, let's say for another 4 or 5 years down the line. So as a first time buyer, what advice would you like to give to viewers? What he should be careful of?
See, I personally feel that people should buy property because here the rentals are pretty high. And he should be very careful about the title of the property. The title can be verified by the title deed, which has having a number 123456 oblique 2019. So 2019 is the year when the title deed is issued, and number is another unique number which is given for every property in UAE. Now this thing can be verified by going to the Dubai Land Department, and if you cannot verify, if you are not able to do it, then if some agent which you are which is assisting you to buy the property, he should verify it and give you a screenshot, or he should verify it with you sitting in front of you from the website. So that is the first and the primary factor, that okay, whatever the property I am buying is genuine and it is real. Sometimes in real estate, everywhere cheats are there. The property is sold but photocopy is still there, so they will try to give it to you, that photocopy. So you should be very careful that your hard-earned money should not go to anybody at any cost.
Yes, see, that's a very relevant point. Mr. Sandeep says that don't trust anyone. You yourself verify title deed, and it's so easy to be done on the government website of DLD.
Yes.
You yourself can
Yes.
access and verify the title.
Yes.
Deed. So many times we are in a hurry, or perhaps we don't. This title deed verification doesn't come into our mind. We are always talking. Our mind is occupied for the rate of the property or the commission, etc. In that process, we ignore this title deed. But Mr. Sandeep says this should be the first step. Then comes the negotiation of the price, etc. Now, Mr. Sandeep, suppose we have verified the title deed. He's a genuine seller, and you want to buy. What other factors you will think, especially in terms of exit policy? By exit policy, I mean the resale.
See, exit policy is another very, very important factor for you. For example, if you invest your money and the exit policy is weak, and when you need the money, you cannot encash it. So your property doesn't become liquid. So you have to see the exit policy. A good exit policy should be there where you are wanting to invest. Now the question arises that how you see that where this exit is good. Again, Dubai Land Department gives the data that how many properties has been sold in that particular area. It may be Dubai Marina, or it may be International City, or it may be Sports City, Studio City, anywhere. So these areas, if you go, and then even the segment buys, like you are buying a studio or 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, whatever it is, villas. Yeah. So these things, when you see that how many transactions are happening in that particular month or particular year, so that gives you an idea of that how easily you can exit from that particular property.
Yes. So if you are doing research on your own, or whether you have an agent, it always makes sense to objectively find out the resale, which areas of Dubai has fast moving transactions in terms of selling and buying. And we are lucky that we are living in an era, in a time where everything is accessible through internet to everyone. So I'm not doubting any agent's or friend's opinion, but you can always double check and convince and satisfy yourself by going into the DLD site about the resale.
Dr. Ashok, I just want to add it that see, it's not a question of you doubting the integrity of somebody. You have to satisfy yourself first.
Yes.
Agent may say anything, or anybody say may anything. Yes. The money has been earned by you, not by anybody else. And if you are investing, it should benefit you, or if you are doing something wrong, it should go with you. So don't listen to anybody. Listen, I'm gonna listen to the people, but you have to verify and decide yourself.
Exactly, viewers. This is the purpose of my talk, because there are few things we perhaps they do not crisscross in our mind. We tend to ignore also. So you have to verify yourself. Now, Mr. Sandeep, suppose you have verified the title deed. Is a genuine seller? What is this ROI? People always ask ROI. What is ROI, and how do you calculate ROI in percentage basis?
See, ROI is another very, very important factor when you are putting your money in the real estate market. Now, it has two words, R and I. R means return and I means investment. Now, if you go into the market and if you talk to any agent, he will say that this particular property I'm getting you for 1 million and it is rented for 100,000. So he says ROI is 10%. But that is a fictitious figure. return, when you are calculating the return, you have to deduct from your rental income how much maintenance charges you are paying, how much maintenance you are likely to pay per month, how much rental loss you are going to have a particular, if you are not able to rent that property. And now on the maintenance charges, there is another, if VAT factor is there, that is also required to be considered. And similarly, in investment is not 1 million. The investment is also have the 4% which you are paying to the land department, 2% is a normal commission to the agent, and then there is a trustee fees which is 2000 or 4000 plus VAT, and there is a NOC charges from the developer. So all these things are your own money which you are investing. So it could go to 1.1 million and your net income maybe even 60,000. So then ROI becomes 60 divided by 1.1 million multiplied by 100. So this thing is very important, and the major factor in this, the difference of the from building to building and property to property, is the maintenance charges or survey charges which are being charged by the developer. So that part you have to be very careful. People try to not to tell very clear words. So you see the 6 months or 1 year previous survey charges sheet. It's not easy to understand the survey charges because they are having various type of charges for that. General fund is there, reserve fund is there, this fund or that fund. So you have to take that sheet of the maintenance charges, try to understand yourself, or try to ask your agent that please advise me that what exactly is the maintenance charges, and see that whether that is coming correct or not. So that is the important thing, sir.
Yeah. So Mr. Sandeep is clearly saying when you get tempted to buy a property simply on the basis of investment you have done and the rental return, maybe Sandeep you can give an example. Suppose I invest 1 million and I have 100,000 as a rental income. Now can you explain about ROI? Suppose that service charge, how much you can take an arbitrary figure and tell us the calculations.
See, these figures are mostly real figures are, these are almost very near to the reality. See, if you are having 100,000 as a rental income, the survey charges could be say 30,000 on that. And then there is a rental loss if you are not able to rent that property for a particular month, 1 month or something like that. So you can keep a 1 month as a rental loss of say 10,000 or 11,000, and then you have to do your own maintenance. Survey charges does not include all your maintenance. It is not 100%. Suppose whitewashing is to be done, or if your grills are to be repaired or tiles are to be, that is to be done by the owner. So if miscellaneous charge, if that is also say 5,000, so then your return is 100,000 minus 30,000 minus say rental loss 10,000 minus 5,000 more. So that is the figure which you have to take as a return. Similarly, investment is normally it is 4% plus 2% plus 1% is the miscellaneous charges. So it is around 7,000. So it 1 million, you are not spending 1 million, you are spending 1,070,000 in that. So ROI will become maybe say 6% or something like that, not 10%.
Yeah, but still people say, and I have heard also, that ROI in UAE, particular Dubai, is one of the highest in the world. Is it right?
That is correct. In fact, the ROI is pretty high. But again, when you are investing, now the rentals have dropped in UAE quite a bit. So you have to be very careful while you are calculating the ROI, return on the. And there is one more thing which I want to caution you. Suppose in some particular property you are buying, and the rental income is say 100,000, but you have to check what is the market rental income for that. It could be 80,000, it could be 60,000, it could be old rented property. So you have to see that what is actual rental of that particular property. That is another factor which you should be very careful and caution while buying the property.
That's very valid and important point Mr. Sandeep is sharing, that don't go by the rental contract deed. Just see its expiry date. It may be an old property which is going to expire in maybe, let's say, 1 month time. So the rental which is existing, which might be less than what it was rented earlier. So these are few things you have to be very careful. And if I may ask, how a buyer will know that which part of Dubai, which location in Dubai is fast moving?
See, again, as I told you, the Dubai Land Department website, it tells that how many transactions has happened in that particular area. So if you go to that particular website and see that for that previous month or previous 6 months, how many transactions has happened, that tells you an idea about your which area is fast moving and which area is slow moving.
Yes. So this is another objective way of assessment, rather than X saying something, Y person saying something that from my experience this area is good. But the best objective way is to find out is to go to DLD department and check yourself.
There is no need to going to the DLD department. On the website only.
Yeah,
yes,
going
only.
to the website there of
Yes.
the DLD. And lastly, Mr. Sandeep, any advice would you like to give from your personal experience?
See, to be honest, when I started investing, I spent full 1 month evaluating first. And even after 10 years of investment, even today also, I don't understand that whatever I'm going to do is correct.
Expert, yeah.
So whenever you are buying, even you are an expert or even you are not an expert, first time buyer, you are buying in Dubai or in anywhere else, don't be in a hurry. It is a big investment. It is a huge investment. Your hard earned money you're putting in one place, and you take your time. People will pressurize you. People will try that they should put your money in their project. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. You take your long time. Even if somebody saying that property will go, it's a very good property, let it go. If it is not in your fate, it's fine. You will find something else. But take your time. Talk to your friends. Talk to your experts. Go to the websites. There are so many websites are there. Track the figures in this thing, and only after very, very careful observations you should go. Even if you are 99% sure, you should not put your money in this thing. You should be 100% sure that yes, now I am ready to invest and now I am going to do investment. You will never fail. You will always make money out of it.
Yes, Mr. Sandeep has so strongly and emphatically told, don't be in a hurry. Don't lose patience. Property will come and go. But your hard-earned money, once it has entered wrong area, wrong colony, then really it's difficult to come out of that trap. So friends, in short, what he wants to convey, his expert advice is verify title deed, check for the exit policy, check for the flow of transactions. Both can be done easily done in the DLD, Dubai Land Department website, and don't be in a hurry. And he's suggesting that rates are down. If you have surplus money, don't be afraid, do invest as an investor as well as an end user, because Dubai UAE has its own unique advantage as an investor city. So I hope you have become more bit wiser, and you will take these tips. If you have any other questions or queries, I'll be more than happy to convey it to Mr. Sandeep, and I hope you will reply it. Thank you, Mr. Sandeep, for the show.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity and sharing my experiences.
Yeah.
There are many micro things are there. This has been, we have discussed in a very broader terms.
Overall.
There are, like, for example, what is a title deed? What ROI? There are other factors which are to be seen. What are the precautions? How the things which as a case to case, whenever I buy a different property, it's a new story. Every property is having a new story.
Yeah.
So many things you learn in this thing.
Yes. So friends, thank you very much. I hope some other time I will catch for the other micro details. Thank you very much. Please stay safe and have a nice good evening.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Bye bye.